The tragic fallout from the war in Afghanistan continues to reach our shores. The bodies of 2 Australian soldiers killed last week were returned home today in an emotional ceremony in Melbourne. The death toll among coalition forces is almost certain to rise with the start of the so-called summer fighting season. One of the most dangerous areas in Afghanistan is the Helmand province. It's traditional Taliban heartland and also the centre of the opium trade. The ABC's Afghanistan correspondent, Sally Sarah, has been embedded with US Marines in the province and filed this report from the front line in the town of Sangin.
If the US Marines take the wrong step here, they can lose their legs or their life. The district of Sangin is the deadliest in Afghanistan. US Defence Secretary Robert Gates has described it as perhaps the most dangerous place in the world. It's extremely hostile and extremely hot.
7 months of patrolling in 130-degree temperature with 60 pounds of gear or more on your back, you're going to want to know why the hell you're here.
This squad of Marines can't afford to relax, with the Taliban in the distance.
Senate 2-2.
Hey, will you get with Sangin 2 Fawn and ask about that gunfire?
But the big danger in Sangin isn't always bullets, it's bombs buried under the ground. The previous Marine battalion based here lost 25 men killed in action and more than 200 wounded in only 7 months. Among them were single, double and triple amputees. The new arrivals have already experienced the bloodshed. 48 hours ago, one of the Marines from this unit had both of his legs blown off by a homemade bomb known as an IED, or improvised explosive device. In some ways, this district is like a giant unmarked minefield. Going out on patrol here can be frightening. We follow the Marines back into the area where the IED exploded. This neighbourhood is nicknamed the Fish Tank. It's a maze of mud walls and narrow alleys. The US Marines have a long history of taking the fight to the enemy, from Iwo Jima to Vietnam. But here they're locked in a very different kind of war.
Yeah, it's difficult, I feel like I've got a lot of Marines that would have done well in World War II, I feel like every day I talk to them and see their mentality, and I just feel like, they would have done great in a beach assault.
The Marines can see Taliban spotters watching them as they patrol through the Fish Tank. The insurgents often don't have enough firepower to sustain a gunfight, so they try to kill the Marines with home